What's up, everybody? Thank you for coming back to my channel. I hope you're having a terrific day no matter what day you're watching this on. Today is March 6, 2017, and I just hope you guys are getting everything you want to get done and doing whatever you want to do, just living your life, doing anything. Today's video, I want to talk to you guys about my involvement with Adobe. I have sat down and recorded this video many times before, but this was still when I was getting used to sitting in front of a camera and literally looking at myself in a camera while I'm talking to myself. So those videos are kind of awkward, but today I really want to get into talking about my Adobe experience and how they led me into film and how I got to where I am now because of them. So just to give you a quick brief background, I started my interest in film when I was in the 5th grade, I think it was. My mom sent me to a museum called the Tech Museum, and I attended one of their summer film camps there. And I really picked up an interest for it, but that interest just stayed within me for the next 3 years until I got to 8th grade. And I started taking Mexican folk dancing lessons, and my mom sent me to this place which was literally in the same building as my Mexican dance classes. It was called Adobe Youth Voices, and it was a free program to the public, to the community of San Jose. And my mom signed me up and I was told to go there. So I remember going there. I didn't really know what to expect, but I remember the first video I watched, which really got me more intrigued with film, was Last Minutes with Odin. And if you look that video up on YouTube, it's about a dog who's about to die, and you really see the film really captures the emotion between the owner and the dog. And that's really how I got started with my storytelling and story writing, and what my foundation is when I want to write a story or when I kind of think of a story. So that was the video that I watched on my very first day at Adobe Youth Voices in San Jose. And I stayed taking film classes for the year, sound classes, editing classes. And then the following year we got new management almost, we got new people running the program, so it turned a little bit better. And that's where I met Ivan and David, and probably a couple other people. I can't forget their name right now, but Ivan and David were the first ones that I really met when the new people came in to start taking over Adobe Youth Voices, and they also changed my life for the better. I remember Ivan took me to what was called the Creativity Awards in San Jose, California, and I remember I was there to videotape some of the actors and just some of the filmmakers there. It was an award show, and Ivan took me there. I just remember it was the most gorgeous event I have ever been to. There was hors d'oeuvres, people were dressed in fancy clothes, and from that moment on, I knew that I wanted my life to be revolved around this. I love the feeling of storytelling mixed in with being surrounded by people who share the same passion and desire as you do. That's when I knew for sure that this is what I wanted to do. And as time went on, I don't know, maybe 9th, 10th grade, I was still taking my film classes. I was still taking my sound and editing classes, making short films with Adobe. I was able to attend the Adobe Winter Film Camps, which took place every February. So I went to 4 of those. And I remember sitting there with my group, the other people that went to Adobe Youth Voices with me, at the Adobe headquarters, which is also in San Jose, California. And I just remember when I got to Adobe, I was in awe of what the building looked like on the inside. I was so happy and excited that I got to have a little press, a badge that had my name on it. And I just remember the feeling of fascination with the company itself for not only throwing this whole film weekends together for us, but for providing for us as well. I remember just really taking that in and exploring my options on what I wanted to do with the rest of my life, and if film had a place in my life, and it did. And Adobe really opened that door for me. They were there for me for my lessons. They were there for me for showcasing them. I participated in the Adobe Youth Voices Summit, which took place in Santa Clara, California, which is not too far from San Jose, California. And that was amazing. Adobe flew, I'm not even sure how many kids it was, but there was kids from all over the world from the Adobe Youth Voices programs that were at Santa Clara University, where the Adobe Youth Voices Summit was held. And it was so beautiful to see everybody, not all of them even spoke English, but we were all together and we all had one thing in common, and that was to make media that matters. And that has forever made a difference in my life. I remember going there and meeting plenty of people and making a lot of connections and just absorbing what Adobe had to offer and just taking it in. Throughout my high school years, I was still going Mondays and Wednesdays usually. Before my dance class, I would stay at Adobe, the program, and just edit, work on things, talk to people, help when they needed help. And eventually, when my 12th grade, when I got to 12th grade and the Adobe Creativity Scholarship came about, I was actually, I had no idea what it was or how to apply for it. It was really my AYV educator, Ivan, who just said, look, this is the paperwork I need you to fill out, and don't worry about the rest. So I don't actually remember filling out the paperwork. I remember filling out the paperwork, but I don't remember knowing what it was for. I mean, I had to fill out plenty of non-disclosure agreements with Adobe. I've had to fill out like photo release paper. Like, I just signed it. I didn't even read it, to be honest with you. And I remember a couple months later, this was probably like in June, and I was worried about how I was gonna go to school and how I was gonna pay for it. And I remember getting this email from Adobe, the Creativity Scholarship, saying that you won. And I remember I was working at Starbucks, I was closing that night, and I remember reading the email on my lunch, and I almost cried. I called my mom, and me and my mom just, I don't even know, I can't remember, but I just remember being happy. And that has been the most triumphant moment my whole high school career, I want to say. I was never really into like math or science. I mean, I was good at English. I did okay in English, you know, but I never really excelled in academics. I did my best, and I excelled in other things that my school didn't have to offer. I excelled in my film studies. I excelled in my technology. I excelled in film. My school didn't offer me film, and I was able to find somewhere where I knew I fit in, somewhere where I knew I was comfortable, somewhere where I knew I wasn't judged based on how many math questions you can answer, how fast you could read this novel. I wasn't judged on any of that with Adobe, and they honestly feel like my home and where I'm supposed to be, and I'm forever grateful that I feel like they took me in when I was young. I wouldn't want to say when I was a young girl, but I mean, I was probably like 14, 13 when I started going, and I want to say they saved my life, because I don't know where I would be without them. I don't know if I'd be coming to school. I don't know if I'd still be pursuing my film career. I don't know if I'd be as motivated. And well, you know what? I don't have to worry about wondering what would have happened, because it did happen, and it happened for me. And I swear to you, I did not think I would get that scholarship. I did not think it was going to happen for me. I feel like this journey that I've been on with Adobe has really opened my eyes and has really been there for me. I feel like they've really guided me. Even through college, I still, with my scholarship, I'm required to talk to the head person every semester. We have Skype meetings and we email back and forth. And in 2017, I got to go all expense paid trip to Sundance Film Festival for a week in Park City, Utah. And I was able to meet many filmmakers. I was able to watch plenty of films and get re-inspired, but most importantly, I was with the people that really felt like my community. I was with other young filmmakers trying to make it. I was with other people who were just like me, just trying to figure out what the next move is and how their creativity can play a role in their life. And from that trip on, I just remember feeling so blessed. I can't describe my experience with Adobe. In other words, I can't describe my experience with Adobe in any other words but blessed. I honestly feel that I'm blessed to have found a program that was free that allowed me to use technology and get used to the cameras and get used to editing. I'm blessed to be able to go to the Adobe headquarters and attend film camps and seminars, and the free food was amazing too. And I'm blessed to have met the people that I have and participated in things that I've participated in. And I was blessed to really go to Utah and to go to this summit. And right now I'm really blessed that I'm still in school and I'm about to finish this December. And I'm extremely blessed that I have somebody, my mentor, my creativity scholarship lead, who's willing to help me fill out job applications and cover letters and resumes, because I'm a first generation college student and I don't know that much about career type jobs. I don't know that much about how to seek help from your university, and I feel like they've been there for me every step of the way, and I am forever grateful to the Adobe Foundation for taking me on this journey. And I've been on it for so long, and I want to continue being a part of it. And that's part of why I wanted to make this YouTube channel, was to give back to kids who want to learn something about film and who want to just feel comfortable, because not every kid, I feel, is book smart. You know, I don't want to say book smart, but I feel like not every kid excels in math or science or history or English, and in schools they're judged based off of that, and teachers and other students don't know that they might be good at something else. You know, not all of my teachers knew that I was good at something else. Not all of my friends knew that I attended film classes and that I got to do all these cool things. They judged me solely off my grades, off of the work that I've done, and you know, that was that. But I feel like this channel will be a foundation that people can come to learn. I want to do I lost my breath. I want to do film theories and how-to videos and just anything that I feel that will help youth, and go from there. I thank you for sitting down and listening to my story on Adobe Youth Voices, and I want to welcome any opportunity you guys have for questions. Just leave me any questions in the comment box. Just leave me, if you want to send me a message, you can, personal message, that's fine. Just thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned. This channel is going to be up and running pretty soon. I mean, this is probably going to be my second video I have up there. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Bye.